Traditional Sunday Red Dead Online stream. Very chill stream this time. Actually, every time Red Dead Online stream is pretty chill. But anyway, let me, by the way, change outfit. Let's use something cool. Oh, there we go. Rex Rod, classic. Okay, you know what? I have a pirate mood today. Let's be pirate. But wait, I need. For some reason, this pirate outfit has no gloves, which is kind of weird in my opinion. Like, what kind of pirate without cool gloves? Oh, there we go. Nice, nice. Anyway, hello, welcome. I'm gonna be continue. I will continue grinding with double payouts. Double payouts, you know, are still here. Still will be here for two more weeks. Axel, immediately thank you for super chatting. Whoops, thanks a lot for super chat. And yeah, guys, hello, welcome. So double payouts will still be there for 2 weeks. So you still have time to grind some money. Let's switch lobby to deliver trader goods faster. So, Blue Duck, Pro 88, Corn Fan, Zeuno, Axel, Twisted Trading. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome on the stream. And you know, since like on Tampa Mental. Hello. Shedley Ben Ali. Hello there. So yeah, guys, we're gonna, as always, we're gonna be discussing different stuff. And one of the things, like, you know, there was like a new leak, or should I rather say rumor. Like, see it as you want. It's maybe some insider information, really. Maybe the article, you know, these gaming websites just made up. But anyway, there is a new leak that apparently this year Red Dead Redemption 2 will receive Switch 2 version and a next-gen version for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So let's make a poll, actually. Will Red Dead Redemption 2 get... No, Red Dead Redemption 2 will get in 2025 Switch 2 version. Switch 2 version. Then Switch 2 plus next gen, PS5, etc. Only next gen and nothing as usual. Nothing as usual. Okay, I will remove as usual because, you know, it kind of moves viewers to one of them. So yeah, like, basically, like, do you believe these rumors? Because rumors saying that, like, almost for sure Red Dead Redemption 2 will get a next-gen version, and Switch 2 version, almost for sure, and almost likely it will get a next-gen version as well. But what I found interesting is that they're not calling it a next-gen version. They're calling it, let me remember this, next-gen upgrade patch. And you know, since it's a patch, it's probably gonna be free. And that moment I was like, what? Rockstar will give us something for free? Are you kidding me? Like, nah. I don't know. But who knows, maybe they have some other plans how to make money. Maybe even updates for Red Dead Online. We'll see. But anyway, make, you know, vote. Say what do you think about this rumor. I wanted to pick up a treasure map, but this random encounter for some reason. Probably because my camp is nearby. When camp is nearby, quite often it, you know, breaks. such stuff. That's why I have 92,000. Oh, there we go. Legendary animal. Let's go. Where is my shotgun? Oh, shotgun is dirty, but it doesn't matter. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Okay, for some... Maybe no one is saying nothing in a chat for like few minutes. Okay, which is unusual, but my chat is not moving. Okay, now better. Now moving. Good morning, Dan Dog. Welcome. It's Jacko says, currently doing Doyle Bounty. Well, I don't suggest you to do it Doyle Bounty and any other Legendary Bounty this month, because, you know, there are double payouts on everything. And the problem with Legendary Bounties is that when you go to Legendary Bounty, it creates a solo lobby in which your trader and moonshiner productions are not working, and collectible items are not glowing. So, like, you cannot really combine it with anything, and you basically will miss a lot of extra money. Twisted Trading says it would be nice if they added all the content that was cut from a story in the next gen version. Yeah, that would be nice. Or at least, you know, content from Red Dead Online, different weapon customization, outfits, like a lot of stuff. Maybe even rolls. Okay, rolls, I don't know how they can add rolls. Bro, what is Switch 2 version? Well, there is a Nintendo Switch that will be released at the beginning of June. It's a console, if you don't know, and like an extremely popular console. And many games will officially be, like AAA games, will be officially on Switch 2. For example, Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, and others. But what is interesting, that Rockstar is still silent if they will release Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 on Switch 2. I think they will, simply because it's a lot of money, especially with GTA 5. But it was not announced. But anyway, there is a rumor that Red Dead Redemption 2 will indeed be released on Switch 2. Sweet, howdy. Two Burnt Pies says, how many online playthroughs have you done? Oh, a lot. Like 10. 0 to 100, like 10. I right now I have 6 level 100 plus characters, but I was deleting high level characters few times. Fluffy, P24 girl, thanks for super chatting. Hello everyone, big hugs. Big hugs. I love big hugs, and I cannot lie. I have a song for this situation. I have a song for pretty much any situation. But they're all lame. Not situations, songs. You deserve more subs. I don't think so, because like person who still plays Red Dead Online definitely is not deserving more subs. Just kidding. Tampa Mental, what are the playing figures this week, Cat? I'm not sure what do you mean by playing figures. Like, I'm trying to think about it, but I'm not sure. But instead of answering your question, which I didn't understand, I will tell that, as you can see, I don't have a stick shift today, right? On the last stream, my controller was broken, and I had a stick shift. I think it's called this way. But anyway, I don't have it, but not because I bought a new controller. I just took a controller from my son's Xbox. Yeah. Cat is from South Dakota, Twisted Trading, probably replying to a typical question that often can be seen in the chat. Man, the weather is so nice here at the moment, Swiss says. Well, for me, yesterday it was like super hot weather, and today there is a rain, and it's like really, it's like it feels like you are in sauna, you know, because yesterday was humidity is extremely high, which I cannot call, you know, nice. Tampa Mental says, how many people played went online? Oh, you mean about Red Dead Online popularity? Red Dead Online stats? Well, it's pretty much on the same level. I don't think it's gonna change dramatically, actually, unless they will make like a real discount on Red Dead Online. And you know, not $10, but like they should sell Red Dead Online for $5. I said it many times. Because actually when Red Dead Online standalone was released, they were selling it for $5. And a lot of people were playing. But anyway, now situation is so stupid because like you can buy Red Dead Redemption 2 quite often with discount for $15. And it includes Red Dead Online. And at the same exact moment, they are selling Red Dead Online for $20. Like, I mean, come on. Why? Save Lake says, only griffers and PvP psychos use Slippery Bastard. Nah, I don't think so. Slippery Bastard is actually pretty weak ability card, simply because it can be countered easily, especially in PvP. I mean, it's absolutely useless against Carcana. So, the problem is that any PvP player should know how to use Carcana. If you don't know how to use Carcana in Red Dead Online, you cannot call yourself a PvP player. So anyway, I'm just saying that for any, like, relatively good PvP player, Slippery Bastard will not be a problem at all. To be honest, there is no such thing as, like, PvP player in Red Dead Online, because there is no competitive PvP in my opinion. It's just a joke with a lot of exploits. You know, it's really casual, but still. Swiss says, bow and arrow, yeah, another good example. Bow and arrow counters it. And again, a lot of PvP players will have bow with dynamite arrow, bow with fire arrow. It's just like, I'm not even talking about bolas. Like, even bolas counter Slippery Bastard. So, Slippery Bastard you can use against, like, beginners, I guess. But, like, it's not as good as many people think. I mean, there are situations where you can use it. It actually also works in PvE, which is, like, kinda surprising. But it works. But anyway. Bro, turn your camera. I cannot. I cannot turn on my camera. Plus, it's a, you know, it's a casual stream. Casual, relaxing in Red Dead Online. So, like, it will be fine without camera. Especially since from data I found that there is absolutely no difference if I stream with camera or without it, from, you know, point of view of viewer satisfaction, let's call it like that. You know, maybe because many people don't like when I stream without camera, because when like they don't like how I look. It's interesting. I've seen it many times, because they kind of feel they feel disappointed when they see me for the first time, because I don't look like people are expecting me to look, from how my voice sounds. So I don't know how to explain. So anyway, kind of a situation is like, person clicks on a video, sees me, and like, oh, I mean, Kind of feels like clickbaited. Yeah, not viewers expect to see a streaming cat, but I don't know, maybe expect to see a dude with a long beard or something. Blue Duck says, love your recent videos, but I also enjoyed recent videos, like a few videos. Not getting views, unfortunately, but you know, it's a guide, so they will get views later. Swiss says, I'm just used to how you look and sound, so I guess it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'm talking about, you know, like viewers who are first getting on the stream. GR says, don't worry, bro, we are not racist. So I don't know, for some reason I was not worrying about that. But thanks for clearing this out. So I got this legendary animal pelt, but I had full materials. But now, after I delivered the moonshine, let's go and, you know, get. No, I cannot help this NPC because I have an animal pelt on my horse. I don't want to remove it. Is that a pirate outfit on your character? Yo-ho-ho! Instead of yes, I tried to reply like a pirate would. But yeah, that's a pirate outfit. Cat, what's better, personal or brand YouTube account? Well, depends. Like, so, depends on so many things. Mike says, did they expect you to be wearing an Adidas? Yeah, probably. You actually gave a pretty pretty close description, I guess. I don't know, just saying. But anyway, I will try to make streams with camera as well, time to time. Just, especially for chill streams, I think it doesn't matter at all. Like, I think camera actually adds when I'm doing something challenging, like, you know, like Call to Arms solo or something. In such moments, camera kinda helps. Oh no, this dude again. Okay, let's give him what he wants. He asks for food. Do you know how to get solo lobby on PlayStation 5? Tampa Mental is saying, yeah, I know. Even I know. I don't have a PlayStation, but just change MTU settings to something lower than 1000. I think 1000 should be like 900, 800 would be enough. People are changing to 650, but like from what I heard, it's unnecessary. Okay, so got full materials now. It's like super easy. Actually, it's one of the easiest platforms to make a solo lobby. Because I mean, on PC you at least need to download the startup meta file, and on PlayStation you're just changing settings, so, and you're fine. And by the way, I tried this for Xbox and it's not working. MTU method is not working for Xbox. You know what? Let's go and sell samples to Harriet. I think I might have a lot of samples, so I'll just sell them all to Harriet. Like usually you don't want, to focus on selling samples. You want to focus on selling full stamps, getting full collections of stamps. But oh wait, I guess I found a collectible. Nice. But with double payout, I'll just pay. What happens if you hit the old guy? Does he come back? I mean, even if you kill that, I call him Darkness, like, he always comes back. But he's not showing up in a public lobbies. I haven't seen him in a public lobbies for years.
I know what you've been doing.
Meta file is safe on PC. Is there any risk? There is always some risk, but I mean, I'm using it for a few years. Like, what kind of risk you asking about? Is there a virus? No. Can Rockstar ban for using it? Like, in theory, yes, they can. They never did, though. Not a single person was banned for using startup meta. But I always say it, if at some point Rockstar will add anti-cheat to Red Dead Online, then that would be like easily detectable, and probably anti-cheat will detect startup meta as something that players should be banned for. So, when you will see a news that Rockstar added anti-cheat, do not use startup meta at least for like a week. Just wait. You will see other players get banned, or you will see that they're playing and fine, and only then continue using it. Especially, since you're not really gonna need a startup meta if they will add anti-cheat, because for some time, at least for like few days, there will be no cheaters, or almost no cheaters in the lobbies. But I'm just saying, like, be careful. Okay, well, trying to find some collectible items, but without interactive collector's map, it's just hopeless. It's just hopeless. Isn't Battle Isle ready in Red Dead Redemption 2? No, it's not in Red Dead Redemption 2. They only added it to GTA Online, but not to Red Dead Online. And by the way, it's interesting because I know that they were testing it. There was an activity on SteamDB that looked like they're testing something for, security. Exactly when they added Battle Eye to GTA Online. So, like, it really looks like they were, like, almost for sure they were testing it. But then they just stopped and did nothing. Oh, no. What was that? For the first time, my game freezed. Weird. What horse is that? That's a black Turkoman. One of the finest looking horses in the game. Let me show you. Turkoman black, you see? Awesome looking. It's like, it kinda like Arabian, but bigger. Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is banning players, then get report. How do that works? It's not working, like, really. Like, in a few words, cheaters are not getting banned at the moment in Red Dead Online, like, at all. Unfortunately. Reporting them, sending, some screenshots to Rockstar support, even if you, like, got the cheater's real nickname, means nothing. What's wrong with MTU? Are they considering that cheating? No, for changing MTU, they will be, like, it's impossible to do anything to players for changing MTU. Because simply when you change in MTU, you just make it look like you have a really bad internet. And what Rockstar Games does to Red Dead Online and GTA Online players when they have bad internet, it places them in like a in solo lobby until internet will be fixed. And that's what is happening when you change MTU. You literally make it look like you have a very bad internet. So, like, on PlayStation, there is always be a method to make solo lobbies. Unless they will change how it works. This system, obviously, but it's not like they're gonna start banning for that or something. I mean, they don't ban real cheaters, like on PC. They don't ban people who make like a lot of gold bars using different glitches. So like, don't worry. At least at the moment, you should not be worried about being banned. But again, if Rockstar for some reason will decide to go back to Red Dead Online, and especially if they will release an anti-cheat for PC, then yeah, startup meta is not gonna be safe anymore. Ghostface says, yeah, report on annoying modders and they're still around. Yeah. Rockstar just ignores all these reports. You know, all these reports, they go directly into the trash bin. Okay, trying to find something, but I don't see anything. Best place to find mint. Well, there are a lot of places where you can find a mint. For example, here, actually, wait, where? Here. Then, like, a lot of mint you will find on a Hotland overflow, like on this bank. I don't know what is it. It's a lake or something. But anyway, a lot of mint here. But it's not the only places. It's just like I usually, when I need mint, I just fast travel to Emerald Ranch and go here. Like, let me show you, because it's pretty close to fast travel. But again, it's not the only place. But Hotlands is overall a good place for finding mint. Near water is best places to find mint, Twisted Trading says. Yeah, but not near any water. But overall, but usually, yeah. And Danik makes a good tip additional that you can look up for Red Dead Online map and find everything. Yeah, there is a thing, Red Dead Online interactive map, and you can find like animals, collectible items, herbs, like everything. And here we go, mint, you see? Let's pick it up. Oh, thank you, horse. Picking up mint. There we go. Charger MacDougall says, I returned to Red Dead Online after a long time and have been successfully leading the 27th day in a row. Tomorrow will be 28th. Oh, so your daily challenge streak will reset. I bought all the rolls and have pumped up almost everything. I'm happy. Yeah, well, you like if you've been playing every day, usually a month is enough to basically complete, if you can say that about online game, but you can say that about Red Dead Online, to complete Red Dead Online, to get, you know, all the meaningful content, including roles, you know, try roles, try different missions, buy like important items and stuff. That's one of the problems with Red Dead Online, that like you do it and then what? Nothing to do. No high level content. See if you can find a milkweed here. There was more mint, I just don't remember where exactly. Maybe here? No, it's not looking like mint. Okay, let's go and complete Moonshiner mission. I mean, it would be cool, like, you know, people would complete this mission more if instead of simply decreasing the mash price, completing such missions were also decreasing the time required to make a moonshine. That would be like a good reason to complete these missions. Because now, yeah, like you complete it and what? Get $20 discount. Oh, bam. Wow, that was brutal. And this controller, it's a little unusual, but it's a really good controller actually. Rainer says, wow, I didn't know the horse can pick herbs for you. Thank you. It's one of the upgrades for collector. I think it's for collector role. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Horse picking up herbs is one of the bonuses for collector, right? Temperamental says, what are you doing? The call to arms that we had a pull on. When there will be a call to arms bonus. Or maybe today. I don't know. Research Trading says, yeah, level 12 collector. Yeah, level 12. But that's not the coolest thing. There is one thing that many Red Dead Online players don't know. Let me demonstrate it. I mean, like, many players don't know that you can pick up herbs while mounted, but much more players don't know the next mechanic that I will show after completing this mission. Master A says, hey cat, hey chat, hey there. By the way, thanks to everyone who placed a like. And to everyone who supports my channel by subscribing, you know, becoming a member, super chatting, using Patreon and stuff. So yeah, what I was talking about is wait, let me stop. Is you can craft while mounted. You don't even need to dismount. You can craft only like ammo. You cannot craft tonics, you cannot craft provisions. For that you will need a campfire. But you can craft, like you see, split point, you can craft dynamite arrows. Like especially often you will need to craft dynamite arrows. So, I mean, it's a small detail, but pretty cool. And another small detail that you know, when you already have a and you can ride and craft. You cannot ride with acceleration though, but anyway. Another cool detail is that you don't need to unmount to set up your wilderness camp. Wait. I cannot set up a wilderness camp here because I'm in Emerald Trench. Look. And you don't even need to slow down when you ride in a horse to set up a wilderness camp. You don't need to dismount, you don't need to slow down. It's so fun. Like a really small mechanic, but like a lot of people have no idea about it. Let's go to Blackwater for no reason at all. Maybe I will find some collectible stuff there. Swiss says, your horse can also fly if you jump off a cliff and run really fast. Well, I didn't know that. I never seen this happening. I know another way how horse can fly. You know, so-called horse flying glitch. But about that one, I don't think I ever seen it. Full collector whole map? Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like a chill stream. grinding collector role. I'm not even using interactive map right now. I'm just going around randomly looking for collectibles. Hey cat, how do you get that jacket? The answer is simple. You don't. There is no way to get this jacket or this hat, because unfortunately that's from old Outlaw Pass. If I remember correctly, this pirate costume is from Outlaw Pass number 2, which was released. When it was released? I think it was released at the beginning of 2020. Maybe in December of 2019. Elvis says, I've never used interactive map, full immersion, baby. I use it when I want to, you know, when I'm focusing on collecting stuff, and I kind of like it. It's also like a competition to collect all the stuff as fast as you can. But yeah, it's like not the best thing for immersion when you have to basically alt tab to interactive map and check where the item is. What horse is that? It's a black Turkoman, but why it's dirty. Let's clean it. Do I have a brush? Yeah, I have a brush. Cleaning up my horse. And now it's clean. Swiss says, it would be pretty funny if the Switch 2 got 60 FPS before Xbox or PlayStation 5. Since the Switch 2 is able... Yeah, and you know what? It's not only gonna be funny, it will be it's pretty possible, really possible, that if Red Dead Redemption 2 will be released on Switch 2, it will obviously have 60 FPS mode, and it's gonna be the only console that is capable of running Red Dead Redemption 2 with 60 FPS. I'm not counting PC, obviously. I said console. PC, it's not a console, it's like a different thing. Can I ask what Red Dead Online RP is? RP is roleplay. There are roleplay servers. Unfortunately, from my experience, they're way too focused on roleplay itself. Because I would love to play, you know, basically a Red Dead Online, but on a dedicated server and with more content. But yeah, that's the answer. Red Dead Online RP is Red Dead Online roleplay. Cat, are those horse masks from the Outlaw Pass 2? Yeah, look, horse masks, cool outfits, dogs, cool weapon variants, and some stuff like weapon drops. All this stuff is from all the Outlaw Passes. Everything. So, like, usually when you see something cool in Red Dead Online, it's probably from Outlaw Pass. I'm not saying that everything that we were getting from Outlaw Passes was good. For example, there was a Outlaw Pass 5, which in my opinion is just laughable. But like some Outlaw Passes, like for example, Outlaw Pass number 1 was insanely good, like awesome. I actually liked Quick Draw Clubs as well, which are like smaller Outlaw Passes that were released during Blood Money update. That were good as well. Okay, not finding anything here. Let's continue. Save Lake says, well, if we bought Outlaw Pass 5, if they brought Outlaw Pass 5 back, I wouldn't complain. Well, I mean, at this point, obviously players would love to see any Outlaw Pass back, except for Halloween Pass 2, because we already had it like 4 times. But I'm just saying that, you know, some Outlaw Passes were obviously much better than others. And Outlaw Pass 1, Outlaw Pass 2, Outlaw Pass 4, they're better than Outlaw Pass 5. It's especially cool to have this outfit and wait, do I have it? And any machete. It has this. Okay, you know what? Let's switch to something more that looks like a weapons that pirate would use. Ta-da-dan-tan, 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 tan-tan-tan. Yeah, that's a pirate. That's a pirate look for sure. Pirates of the Iron Lake. Let's call it Pirates of the Iron Lake. Dun, 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 dun. Felix says, maybe after GTA 6 we will get Red Dead Redemption 3, maybe. We will get, but not like immediately after GTA 6, obviously. I mean, have you seen how long it took Rockstar to make GTA 6? Oh, Wounded Animal. Wounded Animal. Okay, you know, to improve my relations with Harriet, I actually will make a mercy kill. Pirates of the Hotlands, good one, good one. And boom, I found an arrow. Still, I still have 11 out of 12 arrowheads. It always like with these random collections, coins, arrowheads, you have 11 out of, you know, not always they have 12 items in it, but you always missing one more item, for a long time. Swiss says, pity we cannot own a boat and pretend to be pirates and fire bow and arrows at each other. Well, we can steal a boat. Not the same, but you know, you gave me idea. Let's go and steal a boat. What kind of event is this? Roadblock? Ah, nah, not a roadblock. Let's go to Thieves Landing. Maybe there will be some boat passing by. But maybe I'll have to return to Blackwater. Chances of getting a boat are higher when you are in Blackwater. But sometimes... No, I don't think that NPCs on the boats can be seen here. Millennial says, so the production of Red Dead Redemption 3 hasn't even started yet, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah. Josvan Cardenas Kubertir. Okay, I really hope I pronounced correctly because, you know, complicated for me. But thanks a lot for super chatting. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced, so sorry for that. But thanks. The problem again with, you know, names especially, right now when I kinda know a little bit of Portuguese, and just like a very few words in Spanish, is you never know if it's in Portuguese or in Spanish, and the words will be like will sound obviously much differently in Portugal. So, like, you know what? Before before knowing that, I was not bothering and just mispronounced everything I see. And I still mispronounced everything I see. But now I think, like, have I mispronounced it in Spanish? Or I mispronounced it in Portuguese? Or maybe it was English? Like, in which language I mispronounced it? In which? Welcome to Latin problems. Yeah. Pretty much what is going on. Okay, let's try to find a bot here, because usually they're here. I need to go to the pier. If I see a canoe, I always just jump in and pull on the music from the last of the Mohican. Lol, the best, Blue Duck says. By the way, have you seen that? It's not a canoe, it's a kayaking, but will be in GTA 6. They will definitely just copy-paste canoe from Red Dead Redemption. I don't see any bots here. Well, that's unfortunate. You know, let's continue searching. Well, I guess Spanish and Portuguese are both Romas languages, so they would sound similar. They don't sound... Well, kinda, but, like, many words are pronounced differently. Lucky Days 76 joins and says, "Howdy cat and chat, don't forget to hit the like." Yeah, by the way, don't forget to hit the like, because no likes, no bot to Tahiti. Yo, I have a question for Red Dead Online veterans. Where I can find moose and bisons? Well, to finding bisons is actually easiest task. Here you will find a lot of bisons. No, not here. Here. In Great Plains. And actually you will find bisons here as well. Like 2 places to go for bisons. Moose is much harder to find. You can search here. Maybe like in this area. And in area of Little Creek River. There are other places, again, you can use Red Dead Online interactive map to see all the possible locations, but from my experience, like, the easiest way, you know, not the easiest, but most often I was finding moose when I was looking for moose, was here. You can just fast travel to Annesburg and, you know, go like this. Anastasia says, "Any tips how to make Red Dead Online fun, because I just run around?" Well, Anastasia, actually on this stream, what I'm doing for the last 50 minutes or so is just walking around, running around, so, you know. But it's cool to walk around in such an immersive world of Red Dead Online. Mike says, "I always find moose at Cattail Pond." Yeah, actually, another possible location. Jos van Cardenas Coubertier, it's a dude that I guess I mispronounced nickname, says, "But I speak German, Italian and French. My work is very important." Probably it was a second part of a reply. Well, "I'm Cuban, but living in LA." So that was Spanish. Yeah, Brazil, it's Portuguese, different to Portugal, like Spain and South Central America. We speak all different. Yeah, by the way, good point that Brazilian version of Portugal language is also pretty different from like Portuguese. Cat, should if expect to see things like hunting. Yeah, hunting in GTA 6 for sure. Hunting, fishing, and I'm telling you, it will be like really similar to what we have in Red Dead Redemption 2. About collecting stuff, probably as well. Like, about hunting and fishing, we like know already from, you know, screenshots, information that they gave. It's not 100% confirmed, but like almost. But as for collecting stuff, we don't have such information, but I'm pretty sure that this mechanic, specifically a mechanic, you know, like basically a collector role from Red Dead Online, will be in GTA 6. Or maybe in GTA 6 Online, but like definitely in GTA 6 Online, maybe only in GTA 6 Online. Hey, what's up, Cat? You think they're going to make a PlayStation version of Red Dead Redemption 5? I actually think, yeah, I think that it's likely. But the thing is, it's maybe it will not be a version like a next gen version. Maybe it's really gonna be just a free patch that will improve graphics, unlock 60 FPS, and stuff like that. That's also fine, because in that case they will give it to us for free. Okay, I don't see any single boat or canoe, nothing. Do you know any bounty hunter glitches for money? No, I know, but no, I don't, but many people consider Etta Doyle to be the glitch. So I can suggest you, like, if you're looking for something like that, I can suggest you to do Etta Doyle. Cardenas from my dad is Cuban Havana, and Coubertier, my mom, is French from Marseille. So it's just, I actually was in Havana. Okay, there is a legendary animal, but I don't need materials, I need resupply. I thought maybe I will stop hunting, because I dismounted for some reason. Still dismounting when using wilderness camp. Hey Cat, do you know the best weapon loadout for PvP? Depends on what kind of PvP you are talking about, but you probably not gonna be wrong if you will choose Kirkana rifle. Like, it doesn't matter if you play on console, on PC, with mouse and keyboard, with controller. Definitely include Kirkana. Okay, you know what, let's switch lobby, and I will continue searching for a bot. Maybe actually in a new bot we will find in a new bot. In a new lobby we will find bot without problems. It's kind of weird, by the way, because like usually there are a lot of bots in the private lobbies, like a lot of different random encounters, different NPCs, like a lot of everything in a private lobbies. But today, you see, I tried to find a bot and failed so far. Swiss says, I really need to get over the Spain-Portugal ATC someday. I know a little Spanish, so it would be helpful. Well, I mean, if you speak English, you will be fine, especially in Portugal. Like, from my personal experience, again, it's easier to find, it's much easier if you speak only English in Portugal than in Spain. But again, in the big cities, still not gonna be a problem. Which is better for Kirkana, long or short scope? Depends on which distance you're gonna be using it. Like, usually if you have only one sniper rifle in your loadout, I would say that like middle scope will be the best choice to make it, you know, like balanced on the medium to longer distances. Maybe long scope, but I quite often was using a loadout in which I had 2 sniper rifles. One with long scope for longer distances, and second with short scope for like close to middle range. By the way, materials. Whoops. Oh, I have an elephant. It's not a shotgun, it's an elephant rifle. I forgot that I have an elephant rifle. I should be really careful. Because, you know, elephant rifle is extremely inaccurate when you just shooting it like fast. Yeah, and even painted black is not gonna help you. You need to you need to wait before shooting. Cat, what do you think about Mexico in Red Dead Redemption 2? This should be the game, but Rockstar cancelled it. Well, I also think that they, like, initially they planned to add Mexico maybe on release, maybe later, but then they changed their mind. But that would be cool to see Mexico, like, really. I would really love to see it. Rodrigo says, any safe method to private lobbies without meta files? On PC I didn't know such. Like, you know, because there is a mod on Nexus Mods that creates a solo lobby. But basically what it does is that it creates a meta file for you. So I don't know ways of creating like a stable solo lobby. There are multiple ways to create a temporary solo lobby on every platform. For example, like changing appearance in a camp and stuff. But for stable solo lobby, I don't know. Swiss says, if we actually get something for Red Dead Redemption 2, it will be far too late, everyone will be on GTA 6. Depends. Depends when. Depends on when. Because if we will get something for Red Dead Redemption 2, like a next-gen version, let's say in August, September, there still will be a lot of time for GTA 6 release. Plus, let's not forget that even though Rockstar announced specific date, it's still possible that they will delay the game one more time. I'm not saying that it's like likely, but it could happen in theory. Cat, how old are you? I'm 39. And I'm not even speaking about scenarios, you know, because it's also could happen that there is a surprise and they will just drop a next-gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2 when Switch 2 will be released. So, at the beginning of June. Then think about it. There will be a lot of time before the release of GTA 6. Like almost a year. Definitely enough. Oh wait, random encounter. It's well, I definitely have the worst possible loadout for event like this. It's a pirate defending a campsite. Let's use. Yeah. Without painted black, sawed-off shotguns are not good at all. Only on like extremely close distance. What I hate about elephant rifle is that sometimes you will miss a shot even when using painted black. Bam. Or will not make a clean shot, like now, you see? I'm hitting them, but not killing them. And with elephant rifle, it only could mean that I hit a leg or something. Master Ray says, I won't be surprised if they delay GTA 6 again. Well, it's possible, it's possible. I mean, since they announced a specific date, I still will say that most likely they will not delay it again, but it could happen. And in any way, if they will release a next-gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2025, there will be a lot of time between, you know, release of this next-gen version and release of GTA 6. A lot of time for players to play it, and, you know, even to play Red Dead Online, if there will be something for Red Dead Online as well. Mike says, we will get GTA 7 before we get GTA 6 at this rate. At this point, yeah. Millennial says, impossible. Strauss Zelnick said no more delays. Kidding. Yeah, like, actually it's weird, but some people really think that everything that Strauss Zelnick is saying, like, it's absolute truth. But not necessary. Like, in many cases, he said things that were not correct. Like, for example, when he was asked about the future of Red Dead Online, and then Rockstar corrected him. Joswan says, there is many reasons to many good games coming up October this year, Ghost of Yotei and more. Well, like, if you mean that they delayed because they afraid of other games, well, that's definitely not. Like, GTA 6 is probably the only game, maybe Call of Duty as well, but not on this, you know, scale. But GTA 6 is the only game that cares, like, can ignore competition at all. Like, they don't care how many good games will be released at the same day as GTA 6. It's just other games should care about this, not GTA 6. So yeah, kinda similar to Call of Duty, but they care even less. Swiss says, Strauss Zelnick said twice in two earnings call that GTA 6... yeah, good point, by the way. And that, you know, 2 months later it's delayed. Yeah, good point, Swiss. But I mean, dude is a CEO. What should he tell you? Truth? Like, really? You expecting to hear truth about possible delay of a company product that was not officially announced yet from a CEO? Are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I would even say you're expecting to hear truth about how company is doing from a CEO of this company? Like, really? Remember Red Dead Redemption was fall 2017, then spring... Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Good point. And they delayed it and delayed it again. His job is to keep shareholders happy. Exactly. Not to tell you the truth. I mean, all these investors' calls, you know how you can probably tell from its name, they are for investors. For shareholders. By investors, I mean big shareholders. Oh, I found a bot. Nice. No, but when the market is full of good games, your demands are lower. Bad for business. Again, not for GTA 6. It's just there. It's a cultural phenomenon. It's not just a game. It will sell well even if it will be released at the same day as Call of Duty. So I don't think... I'm just saying that it was not the reason. Like... Okay. Ta-da-dan-tan, 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 tan-tan-tan. I'm taking your bot. Da-da-dun dun da-da-dun dun da-da-dun dun dun dun. Da-da-dun dun da-da-dun dun da-da-dun dun dun da-dun. Da-da-dun dun dun da-dun. Da-da-dun dun dun dun. Okay, I think I need a bigger board. This one is not a big enough board for being a pirate. Let's go check that. Most games are trying to avoid releasing anywhere near GTA 6 says. Yeah, good point from Twisted Trading. Exactly. I mean, like, for most games, you definitely like need to look which games are releasing the same day and month and make you know, decisions based on that, but not for GTA 6. What do you think? Will there be another Red Dead Redemption? Yeah, I think it will be, but not anytime soon. Oh wait, my moonshine is ready. Okay, I will search for a bot, at least a little bit, for like a real pirate bot, and if I will not find it, I will just go and deliver moonshine. By the way, guys, speaking about that, you know, release dates, there is one interesting example, because Ubisoft released Assassin's Creed close to Red Dead Redemption 2 release, and it's like they also don't care. I'm not sure why though. I remember when I saw that, like it was in 2018, I was like, what? Are they crazy? But they did it. Do you think GTA 6 would be an absolute success in terms of quality, like Red Dead Redemption 2, or could be delusional? In terms of quality, I think it will be fine. It will be good. You know, game will look good, play good. Most likely there will be very few bugs, or maybe no bugs at all. But in terms of quality of a story, of dialogues, of stuff like that, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I wonder if Rockstar was trolling Ubisoft, showing they sold more copies of Red Dead Redemption 2 in the last quarter. Yeah, actually, Twisted Trading makes a good point. According to data that we have, in the last financial quarter, Red Dead Redemption 2, a 6-year-old game, sold more copies than Assassin's Creed Shadows, a relatively new game. It's just Assassin's Creed Shadows sold 3 million copies and Red Dead Redemption 2 sold 4 million copies. Isn't that crazy? Shadows was such a flop. I don't know if it's a flop. I mean, maybe for Ubisoft that numbers are not seen as a flop. At least a complete flop. Okay, I see some bot. I will go and try to get close to that, but I'm afraid that it's also a canoe. Master Ray says, cannot really base a decision on just 2 trailers that doesn't show gameplay. Well, you kinda can, because it's not just CGI trailers. They're using in-game engine, like usually Rockstar does. Plus, I'm basing my opinion rather on the fact that it really looks from the leaks that they just kinda took Red Dead Redemption 2 and improved it. No, it's another canoe. You know what? Let's go and deliver moonshine, and then I will search for a bigger boat in Saint Denis. Twisted Trading says, from what I've seen, Shadows had 3 million players, not copies sold. I saw statistics that they sold 3 million copies. Why real? Luis says, "Oh, why release? They're releasing so many games based on Japan Samurai now. They're too much." I wouldn't say that it could be too much games about samurai. Samurais are cool. I don't know. Tampa Mental says, "Casino bot." Unfortunately, you not only cannot steal a casino bot, you cannot even get on a casino bot in online anymore. Cosgrove says, 3 million players and not 3 million copies sold. I got 2 copies of Shadows from buying 6 packs of Sapporo. Well, yeah, but I'm saying that I saw a statistic that they sold 3 million copies, not have 3 million players. That they, like obviously amount of players in the game that game has and amount of copies sold is that always can correlate. Just like it's just like the same statistics. Like you should compare the same type of statistics, and statistics for Red Dead Redemption 2 is copies sold. Okay, let's go and deliver. Plus, you know, Assassin's Creed always sells like on a long run. They're selling it with discount later. They're making some money from in-game microtransactions and stuff like that. I really hope next Assassin's Creed is good. Lol, Swiss says. I really hope that Ubisoft will not shut down. Or, you know, sold out to something like Tencent. But who knows. I hope Red Dead Online starts getting attention it deserves again if there is a current gen update. Well, the only hope that Red Dead Online will get attention it deserves is related to next gen upgrade for many reasons. But like, if there will be no next gen version, they will not do anything about Red Dead Online, like never. The only hope to see something for Red Dead Online is this next gen version. Do they still bring in new outfits in? No, they don't. For years now. Last time there was a new outfit in Red Dead Online, it was in 2021. Give it a little longer and Assassin's Creed Shadows will be on sale just like most Ubisoft games. Yeah, they like especially Assassin's Creed. Not only, like all games from Ubisoft are going on a sale like relatively fast. And actually with a discount they are selling much better. Because people are buying games from Ubisoft, they just don't want to pay, you know, the price that Ubisoft is asking on release. You have Shack in Bayou, like me. I believe it's the best spot for selling moonshine. So do I. I think that Bayou Y is the best possible location for moonshine shack. I just gave a Google, and apparently Assassin's Creed Scarlet is the Assassin's Creed game, and it's already in development. Isn't Assassin's Creed Scarlet some kind of a mobile game or something? I thought that it's not a AAA title. Shadows and... Oh no, I killed him. I wanted to tie him up, but instead killed him. My bad. Shadows and Outlaws will be on Game Pass just now. Actually, if Outlaws will be on Game Pass, I maybe will try it. I was thinking about buying this game, but you know, then saw reviews and decided to not. But if it's gonna be in Game Pass, maybe. At one point, especially around Xbox 360 and Ubisoft used to make cool games. Like, remember Assassin's Creed Black Flag? That was a cool game. That's still a cool game. Yeah, elephant rifle. What can I say? Oh, no, no, no. I think Rockstar should release a major update for Red Dead Online because the development of GTA 6 is almost finished. Well, I don't know if it's even related, because you know, when development of GTA 6 will be finished, you know what will be going on? Development of GTA 6 Online, and it will be it will go on forever, like for next 10 years for sure. So I don't see this situation as like, you know, oh, now they almost finished GTA 6 and now they have some extra free resources to work on Red Dead Online. Nah. But still, I repeat, if they really, if this rumor is true and they will really make a Switch 2 version of Red Dead Redemption 2, PlayStation 5 version of Red Dead Redemption 2, then it's quite possible that they will release some sort of an update for Red Dead Online, because think about it. They will release Red Dead Redemption on Switch. A lot of new players here, possible new customers for Red Dead Online. They will release a next-gen, even if it's gonna be just a next-gen patch on PlayStation and Xbox. A lot of returning players will be there. A lot of people will return to both Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Online. Okay, dog, let's go. And how can they make money from these returning players? Sell them something in online. I don't know. New Outlaw Pass. Or old Outlaw Passes. Or something. IZ says, I don't think Switch 2 can handle Red Dead Redemption 2. It can handle Red Dead Redemption 2 for sure. Like, that's out of question. It can handle Cyberpunk. It can handle Hogwarts Legacy. It will definitely handle a game that was made for, you know, original Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So that's not an issue here. But still, the possibility that they just made some new roles for new content because the traffic is already free at this game, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. There is a possibility, yeah. But again, Rockstar are kinda lazy, so I'm not sure if we can really talk about like the big chances of getting a new content update, but something like you know, similar to updates that GTA Online is getting. A little bit of content, a lot of cosmetics, stuff like that could definitely happen because Rockstar will want to make money. Sujal says, are you Arabian man? Because your accent is similar to them. Nope. Not sure about my accent. Like, what kind of accent you talking about? Really? I have some? How to make temporary private lobbies with the change appearance in camp method, please. Wait a second. I will link you a guide how to make it. Okay, so legendary. For example, I have a guide on how to easily find legendary animals. Animals. And there I show how to make this private lobby, temporary private lobby, that can be used for finding legendary animals, for example. It's basically answer to your question. So let me pin it in chat. Oh, I already did. So legendary animals, if you want to find them. Even if GTA 6 fails, GTA will sadly always have priority over Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just the bigger game. Again, like how exactly GTA 6 can fail? They will make a lot of money before the game will be even released. On day one, they will probably get back most of the budget. So it's just, you know, it's too big to fail. Fun Shorts YouTube, thank you for super chatting. Would want GTA 6 to cancel just for new Red Dead Online update. Well, that's definitely not gonna happen. But yeah, a lot of people not interested in GTA 6 at all and would love to see a Red Dead Online update. But what I found interesting is that in Red Dead Online community, vast majority of players are interested in GTA 6. So, because it's, you know, also game from Rockstar and stuff. Swiss says that would like throwing away $1 billion. Yeah, exactly what I mean. Alvaro says, I'm from Brazil, bro. Can you speak Portuguese? Yo, that's awesome. Eu não falo muito português. Eu posso ler e escrever, mas falo pouco e às vezes não compreendo quando as pessoas portuguesas falam. Elas falam muito rápido. So I don't really speak too much. But can read. And write. Did you get a new controller, Cat? No, I actually took my son's controller. It was a fair change. I gave him mine controller because he don't care about this shift. Stick shift. But he will get... I promised to give the controller back after stream. I'm actually like next week. I'm planning to buy a new controller. Alvaro says it was perfect. Lol. I don't think it was perfect, but I speak a little bit. Lost Marsh says I don't understand. I was just speaking some Portuguese. Sometimes on the streams I speak different languages. Hey, can we play online together so you can teach me a few things? Well, I have a lot of guides that should do fine with like teaching some things. Kat, do you know Turkish? No, I don't. I know only a few words. Okay, I guess I need materials now. Let's go get some materials. Ricky says, yeah, the single player is why this game sold, not online. Yes, but with that being said, it doesn't mean that they cannot support online properly, right? Because a lot of people bought single player and got into online and enjoyed it. So why wouldn't you give them like some proper content, some proper updates? Okay, I hope it was a clean shot. Role you hate in that's such an easy question. Role you hate in Red Dead Online. Obviously Naturalist. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you will ask 100 random Red Dead Online players about their least favorite role, most will reply that Naturalist. Do you have an elite controller? No. No. Temperamental says, ooh, sounds like a dirty guns. Yeah, I will clean guns now. Let's stop that and clean guns. Elvis says, those updates cost money though, which means they have to make money. You cannot make money of people who already bought the game. What do you mean? You can easily make money from people who already bought the game. They invited microtransactions for these reasons, you know? It's extremely easy to make money from people who already bought the game. Just Rockstar never really cared about it. But, you know, they're making money from people who already bought GTA 5 by selling them share cards. Naturalist is the last role I need to buy for my new characters, and now I'm not looking forward to it. Same, like, in all my playthroughs, Naturalist is like the last role to buy. The least important role for beginners, for sure. Do you think skinning is better or just giving the animal to creeps is definitely just giving carcasses to creeps is better. Like, by far. Sorait says, hey cat, I'm playing on Red Dead RP server where there are no cards. What weapon would you recommend if you got no cards? No scopes and no headshots for PvE and PvP. No scopes at all, but rest mechanics are exactly the same as in Red Dead Redemption, right? And no headshots. Well, then probably some rifle like a repeating, like a bolt action, or I don't think Springfield will be good in such. Like, depends if you have auto aim or don't. I guess you don't. So I think actually in such conditions, without headshots, without ability cards, without the die, and without auto aim, for PvP, bolt action rifle will be really good. Maybe even Litchfield repeater, actually. Nah, it will not be. Anyway, it will not be. Yeah, bolt action will be fine. Lancaster will be fine. It's kind of similar to what we have in hardcore mode, but not exactly. But actually, Enthralling makes a good question. What does a headshot have to do with RP? Yeah, I also not sure why you disabled headshots. Like, what is the problem with headshots? Why it's not good enough for RP? Look, there was a question about bisons. And here we go. Close to Hotland Overflow. There are a lot of bison. But here as well, in Great Plains. So. Good morning, says Anthony. For me, it's almost... Yeah, it's an afternoon. Good afternoon. Maybe because it's an instant kill, which means the victim doesn't get a chance to defend themselves. Yeah, but it's not that realistic when, you know, even on RP server someone shoots in the head and it's not a kill. Blue Duck says, it's good to max out Naturalist, it's just not fun and a complete waste of time and money. Then, like, the question is, good for what exactly then? Because, like, most players are buying naturalist for only two purposes. First purpose, only two reasons I would say. First reason is to buy wilderness camp, to have a fast travel from a wilderness camp. And second reason, to get access to legendary animal missions. That's why I forgot to clean the weapons. To get basically easier materials for a trader role. That's it. I really don't think that someone buys naturalist because thinks that naturalist is a fun role, or that naturalist is actually like a profitable role. And bigger, yeah, twisted trading, yeah, few improvements as well. Few improvements, role improvements. But, you know, these improvements are important only for, like, really high-level players. But, yeah. Mike says, naturalist would have been better if you could level it through Gus instead of that current Harriet. I actually think that it was, like, initially they planned to do something like that, because Gus is in the game for a reason, and not only to sell as garment set. I think that they initially planned to make this role so you can choose sedate animals or hunt them and stuff, and like choose between Gus and Harriet. But then maybe they decided that everyone will just choose Gus, or maybe for some other reason, but they kinda gave up on that idea. Temperamental says, people buy naturalist to get Gypsy Cop horse, and then next comment from Sunny Cowboy, I only got naturalist because of the horses. Yeah, that's another reason. Some people just like that horse a lot, and that's why I don't think that's a common reason why people are buying naturalist, but yeah, some people do. It would be cool to hunt with Gus, yeah, and have some missions, you know, like... it would be cool to have some sort of a story, like we have a Moonshiner role, in Moonshiner role, a story. With Gus and Harriet, like, at least something. Harriet would be okay if she didn't drug me for doing my job. I just want my blending tonics lady. Well, yeah, sometimes you will stomp a squirrel and instead of giving you blending tonics, she will just spray you in the face, and that's it. Cat, do you think there is still skeleton crew working on Red Dead Online? It's an interesting question, because, I mean, they're releasing time to time some Telegram missions, and after abandoning Red Dead Online, they released few patches, actually, but I have no idea, to be honest. Okay, so now I have materials. Resupply will be in like 12 minutes. So... Drifter Kids joins. Hi there. Oh, I wanted to go to Saint Denis to steal a real pirate boat. Let's go to Saint Denis. Almost forgot. Almost forgot about it. 168 likes. Thanks to everyone who placed a like. Remember, no likes, no boat to Tahiti. And thanks to all my YouTube and Patreon supporters as well. Good thing is, after Harriet calms down, after Harriet calms down after spraying, and after that she usually won't do it again, no matter what you do. Yeah, I think it has a cooldown. Like, I never tested it, but I think this mechanic has a cooldown, because, you know, Rockstar really loves cooldowns. They just, like, they add cooldowns on everything, including annoying mechanics, like Harriet spraying. Okay, so I need a bot. Some cool looking bot. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I will take that one. 5-minute cooldown after she sprays you. No, 5 minutes is a cooldown before you can talk to her again. I'm saying about this, like, after she sprays you and talks, you can talk to her again. For some time, she will not be mad on you when you kill animals. So there is another cooldown. Sweet, good one. They even have permanent cooldown on updates and content for Red Dead for Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I need to throw this dude off my boat, please. Let's eat some food, because what kind of hungry pirate I'm gonna be. And let's go. It's like a pirate from a modern era. You see, I have a steamboat, but I'm still a pirate, right? Fun Short says, I think the last telegram was terrible on purpose. I don't know if it was on purpose. Maybe they were really testing, like, what kind, like, maybe it was a test, what kind of mission they can create in exactly 5 minutes or something. It was lazy. Cutscene was so bad that it would be much better without cutscene. Maybe they were like testing our reaction on obviously lame content. I don't know. I have no explanation, to be honest. Stunnington says, I'm thinking about starting over as a new online character. Well, that's a good idea usually. For at least from my experience. It's always like really fun to create a new character and, you know, level up from zero again. It would make sense for them to expand the other roles like they did for Bounty Hunter. Well, yeah, and speaking about that, there is a livery for hunting wagon. It's in the game. It's just not available for players. And it's like kinda obvious that this livery should be available for a improved trader, let's say. Like they planned it like that. But then they either changed their mind and decided not to release these upgraded roles, or for some other reason. But there are such an obvious like ideas, like a, I don't know, legendary fisherman. You can buy a boat, you can go and search for legendary fish, and that could be actually a upgrade for both trader or naturalist, for any of these roles. Like a prestige trader, yeah, like a prestige trader. And like if you think about it, actually Moonshiner kinda feels like an upgrade for trader role, but still there are many ideas how you can make a real upgrade for a trader role. For collector there was actually, it was in their interviews. Rockstar employees who were working on Red Dead Online, they were giving interviews, like many viewers don't even remember, but there were such times. And in one of these interviews, they were actually saying that they have a like idea of upgrade for collector role, basically like a prestigious collector role, but that would be like a collector role that is not solo friendly. So with your team, you have to collect different parts of an artifact to have like a maximum payout or something. I actually, to be honest, have no idea how that would look, and I prefer to have some other upgrade for trader role. For collector, but I'm just saying that they were thinking about this. Anthony says, I'm level 34. Do you think I should keep going or start over? You definitely should keep going. Like reach level 100 something and then decide. But 134 is basically a beginning. Elijah says, thank you for all the videos. They help when I get the bug. Playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, you're welcome. Something related to horses would be cool. Definitely. Stabler. Well, again, something that they obviously were considering, because, you know, we have this part of a tutorial when we steal a horse and then getting it to these two brothers. Again, such an obvious idea. A role related to horses in a boring horse game. Like, but no, we will make naturalist. I have no idea why. Aaron says, I'm nearly level 400 and still going. Trying to unlock all belt buckets and awards, but I'll never start over because of outlaw path. Yeah, but like, when I'm saying create a new character, I usually don't mean delete your old character. I mean, like on the consoles, you can for free create a second account. You don't need to buy Red Dead Redemption again or something, and just create a new character on the same console. On PC, it's impossible, unfortunately, and like if you want to create a new character, second character, you only can buy Red Dead Online with discount for $10. But on consoles, it can be done for free. Hey Cat, I have level 58 and have collector and bounty. Which role next will be the best? Well, I would say prestigious bounty if you don't have it, because when you have bounty hunter role, it's almost necessary to buy prestigious as soon as possible. But if you already have it, then trader. Ricardo says role related to horses is a must. Yes, in such game, just like, you know, just like robberies. Like real robberies, not what we have right now in Red Dead Online, with only one mission that kinda looks like a train robbery. But proper bank and train robberies, just like role related to horses. Jogos says, they're adding nothing, everyone should just move on from Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, but you are still here. It kind of always surprises me, these comments like, that game, no one is playing, no one is watching, but you literally just made this comment. If you did it, you probably still playing, and definitely still watching. Why? Jimmy says, I had a role idea, the Stabber. I for real should send it to Rockstar. They should give me rights to Red Dead Online. Well, go on, try. I guess. Maybe you will get lucky, who knows. Okay, this bot is like pretty slow actually. Let's try to park it here because I need to make a resupply. Would be cool to go to the camp on a boat or something. Parking. Whoop. Ah, almost. And there we go. Sway says that if you will try to contact Rockstar support, you will get the good old bot replay. Thank you for your message. Yeah, pretty standard. I think it's a legendary fox. Not, yeah, legendary fox. Not to make. No, wait, it's a legendary. Is that a fox in this area? Is it a cougar? It can be cougar. You know what? For hunting cougar, let's... Yeah, it's a panther. Sorry, not a cougar, panther. Let's use slow and steady trick. And I need a shotgun. No, too late. No, I activated the die too late. Now run. Run. Go away, stupid cougar. If you activate slow and steady too late. Foof. Foof. That was not easy. A lot of materials. There we go. Actually, I think I will place. I will skin it and place pelt in a hunting wagon, and use it later, rather than giving it now, because I don't even need that many materials. The Chosen Raccoon says, you have such a good voice, oh my god, have you ever looked into voice acting? I was thinking about some joke, but I don't know. Okay, look what we got here. You're here. I need help. I think it's a trap.
You know the Braithwaites? Yeah.
Nah, it's not. So let's help her.
Listen, please, just get me out of here. You gonna help me or what?
Let's help her.
Hey, over here. Oh, damn right. Okay, let's just move fast here, okay? Can you get me to Saint Denis? I should be able to lie low there for a while.
Upload a video about trolls. I have a video about trolls. I have few videos about trolls. I have like all roles ranked, relatively recent video. I have 100 tips for all the roles, also a pretty good one. So just go on the channel and search for them. How many pelts can you store in a hunting wagon? I think 50. I think you can store 50, you know, smaller pelts, not like an alligator pelt, but like a cougar pelt.
A friend, Annie Lou, been working for them Braithwaites a couple of years now. Annie Lou tells me a few weeks back.
I'm actually pretty sure that the number is 50, but like to be honest, I was not testing it for many years. So maybe maybe Rockstar changed it. Maybe I remember incorrectly. Oh, ow, ow. Okay, I'm sorry, lady. That, my bad, my bad. Okay. That was unfortunate. She's not happy now that she asked me to help. Cat, Steam is selling something called GTA 5 Enhanced for only $15. Never played that game. Should I buy it? Well, it's just a next gen version of a GTA 5, but released on PC. I mean, depending on your PC. If you have a good PC, maybe buy it because it will look much better. There is additional content for online and stuff like that. I think they should add more legendary animals, says Artistic Mass. Like a huge snake hanging in the trees in a story. That would be cool, actually, yeah. That would be really cool to see. If you could add a major update, what would you add, Cat? Heists and properties. Like, properties are really important, something like a ranch, and obviously bank and train robberies and as well. That's the most important mechanics that are not really in Red Dead Online. It could be, you know, a end game that we're all looking for. Elvis says, when you start a new account on GTA 5 Enhanced, your character gets 4 million to spend during character creation. That doesn't carry over to the game. What do you mean doesn't carry over? I think it does. You can spend 3 million on something like a nightclub and some upgrades and get 1 million cash. If I remember correctly. I was not creating a new characters, but when they added this enhanced and expanded on Xbox, I tested it, and I think it's possible. Like, you cannot take the whole 4 million, but you can. At least back then, it used to be like that. Okay, where is my Pitman outfit? Oops, Pitman. Okay. There. Oh, that's why I think I need to make a resupply. They should add a legendary dinosaur. I mean, they could on like to add something like that on Halloween. That would be cool Halloween event. Like, imagine legendary dinosaur.
Well, if you insist.
Or like Chupacabra. Oh, no, wrong button. Camp. Cat, how is your Instagram name? I don't have an Instagram. Master A says it's quite weird that they haven't released heists or any train robbery missions in a Cowboy Online game. Well, technically we have one train robbery. It's opportunity mission. Covington Emerald, but I guess most players never played it, never even heard about it, and that's because, you know, it's locked behind Capitale, which is like a stupid idea. Okay, so I have materials. Hello, Crips. What are you playing on? I'm playing on PC, but I'm using controller. What kind of missions would you think for Rancher role, Cat? Well, you know, there are a lot of examples of gameplay mechanics that can be used for Rancher role in both Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2 Epilogue. Something chill and relaxing. Would you still play if they added oppressor MK horses? I'm not sure. Well, you know, with laser beams from the eyes, flying horses. Captain Yellow, hello there. Okay, so my moonshine is actually not ready yet. How do you have the pirate hat from Outlaw Pass 2? Cattle missions, yeah, like cattle missions, but you know there are different missions mechanics. They can add some farm management, something that was not in the game. So you know they should add something for immersion and spending money, which is a farm, ranch, and something cool that suits to, you know, game about outlaws, which is heists, basically, bank and train robberies, to make the game like really successful. Cat, is Elgato a good capture card? One of my capture cards is Elgato and it's fine. Okay, I will ignore this random encounter once again. Being able to make your own house. Yeah, exactly. It's a like really immersive mechanic, and there are a lot of different customization options if you have a house. So, like an obvious idea actually for a game like that. Twisted Trading says, this is one of the problems, is having nothing to spend golden money on. Yeah, yes, exactly. And, you know, having a house with different upgrades, customization options would solve this problem easily. There is actually a theory that Rockstar were planning to do it, and to test it they added moonshine checks, because moonshine is also like a property, but it's not even our property. Maggie lives there, and you know it's not the one we're talking about, but they decided to test it. And when they added moonshine checks, it was like our first property. Suddenly animals disappeared, especially on Xbox, simply because that generation of consoles were not powerful enough to handle such game with properties. And that's why they slowed down on a Red Dead Online, because they're waiting for next gen, because old gen is just not capable of handling all that ideas, including properties. Like, how do you like that theory? Let me know in the chat with a comment, and I will buy map for $5 because... Oh wait, I'm a pirate. Pirates are not buying maps. What have I done? Okay, I'm a pirate. Yeah, that's better. Poof. Almost broke the character. Almost. Moonshine shacks are also in story. For the longest time I didn't know that those buildings were for. Well, there are a lot of different buildings on Red Dead Redemption map, and like definitely, like there are a lot of ranches in the story that are not really used. And I also think that they were added because Rockstar were planning to make this rancher role later in Red Dead Online. Oh wait, wrong weapon to hunt. For hunting. Pirate need a ship. Well, yeah, but I'm a pirate without a ship. Like a mounted pirate. Most of the GTA Online businesses take up the locations of existing business buildings. Yeah, they just make a lot of buildings when making a story mode and not using them in story mode, but like using them later in online. Daniel M says, hello cat, good morning, hope you're well. Hope you are well too, good morning. Okay, let's go get materials. I mean, Rockstar is no longer Rockstar, says Hawk. New Rockstar knows when they took over, the old Rockstar made an actual game worth playing, and that's why... Oh, I fell off the horse. That's why we are where we are at. Well, Rockstar is obviously changed. I still don't think that it means that they're just not capable of doing a good single player. So GTA 6. But who knows about the story. But yeah, they changed. If they cannot add content to Red Dead Online because the system cannot handle it, how they can add to GTA 5? It's because GTA is older. It's because GTA is a simpler game. Like it's an... Yeah, I think that's what you meant by older, yeah. It's not as advanced as Red Dead Redemption 2, you know. By the way, let's take a look at, since we're talking about such scenarios. The question was, in 2025, Red Dead Redemption 2 will get Switch version only, 9%. Next gen only, 20%. Switch 2 plus next gen, 26%. And nothing, 43%. So it's interesting, but most viewers think that there will be something for Red Dead Redemption 2. I actually think that getting only Switch version for Switch 2 is more likely than getting only next gen version. But I would say that most likely we will get Switch 2 and next gen. Maybe not next gen version, maybe just a next gen patch that, you know, unlocks a little better graphics, unlocks 60 FPS, stuff like that. Wait, do I have? Maybe I have some collections to sell. Let's go on a post office and check it, because like there is still double payout. Is it a mechanics issue between Red Dead Online and GTA Online? I'm not sure what you mean by mechanics issue. But speaking about the story of GTA Online, it actually was kind of similar, because in Xbox 360 version and PlayStation 3 version, there was no cool content for GTA Online, right? And they started adding cool content only after next gen version of GTA 5 was released. Next gen, you know, back in the day. So PlayStation 4 version was released. Before that, they were not doing much with GTA Online, and it was it also lacked content. So I think could be pretty much the same scenario here, except it took longer to make a next gen version for them for some reason. Daily challenge is to sell 3 items to Madame Nazar, Brian Sweeper says. Yeah, but I don't have a streak, and without a streak it's just like, who cares about daily challenges when you don't have a streak? Plus I have 626 gold. But as for money, if there is if I have at least one full collection.
What do you got for me today?
Oh, I have one full collection actually. Bam, easy 500. Nice. Drifter Kid says, you didn't even have a car interior customization back in PlayStation 3 era. Yeah, and I'm not even talking about heists and stuff, right? Was the money mechanics broke on the original GTA Online back in the day too? There were some exploits and glitches. Plus, you know, I guess I understand what you mean. You mean like, why would they add a new content if a lot of people already have so much money and gold, right? But there are solutions to that problem as well, like adding some, like what they did in GTA Online, actually, insanely high prices. Or maybe some sort of an alternative monetization, you know, monetize it not by selling in-game currency, but by selling cosmetics in GTA Plus subscription or something. Like focusing on GTA Plus subscription. Lord says, Cat, will Rockstar make a remake to Red Dead Redemption 1 and add Arthur Morgan in the story? It's a question from 2015, I guess. Lord is a time traveler. Lord, buy Bitcoin if you are in 2015. That's kind of advice I can give you instead of answering your question. Ricardo says, yeah, GTA at the beginning 1 million was a lot of money. Today is nothing. Yeah, because of inflation. They raised the prices on everything. They can do the same in Red Dead Online. Raise prices, raise payouts as well. And even people who have a lot of money will not be a problem. Even like, you know, 100,000. Yeah, obviously there are people who have millions of dollars already in Red Dead Online, but not that many. Not like, you might think that, oh, everyone has a millions in this game. No, no. Actually, most people are broke in Red Dead Online. And in real life, I guess, as well. Millennial says, I would even pay $20 for the next version of this game. That's actually the interesting part, because, like, again, in that leak that I made a video about, call it a rumor, as you want, but it's from a more or less of a website with, you know, some reputation. But anyway, in that leak, they're talking about next-gen upgrade patch. Not even version, patch. So it should be delivered for free to everyone who already has a game, right? Which is something that Rockstar usually don't like to do. Give something for free.
Hey there.
So, I mean, let's wait and see. Twisted Trading says, it takes a while to get Red Dead Online millionaire. It takes a while to earn even 100,000. So I'm just saying there are not so many such players who have like insane amount of money. And to deal with the rest players, they have a solution. Increase prices on everything, increase payouts on new missions, and maybe on older missions as well. And you're fine. Dr. Berber says 1.9 million and 5,000 gold. Well, that's a lot. But again, guys, you need to understand that less than 1% of Red Dead Online players have like $200,000 or more. Less than 1%. Miss Up says, anybody who has done Isabella glitch have 100,000. Yes, but still, it's like... I was making a poll on the channel, finding like how much people... how many people have like a lot of money and gold in Red Dead Online, and I saw a surprising results. Okay, you know what? Let's make the poll right here. Wait. Start the poll. How much Red Dead Online dollars do you have in Red Dead Online? Obviously, Red Dead Online in Red Dead Online dollars only exist in Red Dead Online, but I will still say Red Dead Online. So, less than 10,000. 10,000 to 50,000. No, to 100,000. 100,000 to 1 million. 1 million plus. Like, if you don't remember, answer approximately, you know. So the question is, how much money your main character has in Red Dead Online? Is it like almost completely broke with less than 10,000? Which actually still is quite a lot, like think about it. You can buy like everything. You can buy good weapons, good ability cards, good horse, good saddle, all that for $10,000 actually. So it's not like broke. It's fine, especially if you already have something. So I choose the wrong wording for that. And when you have 10,000 to 100,000, it already means that you have more money than you can spend. Achilles says, Capitale is better than Bitcoin. Yeah, price of Capitale will increase once Rockstar will release a next-gen version. Sui says that bought the whole character on the main account and now have less money. That's a lot of stuff in a whole catalog. I would say it's easily 100 or more. $10,000 is not broke in Red Dead Online. Yeah, not broke. I just corrected myself. Like for 10,000, you can actually buy a lot of, not all, but a lot of must-have items, like weapons, ability cards. If I remember correctly, I was actually making calculations, and it's something like between 25 and 30,000. Around 25,000 is needed to buy like every must-have item. But 10 is enough. It's definitely not broke. Let's talk about gold now. Well, the thing about gold is it's even easier to fix the problem that like a lot of people got a lot of gold from old daily challenge system or something for Rockstar. There is like even easier solution. Wow, I surprised that shot landed with sawed-off shotguns on a such huge distance. I have no idea how. What? Ah, it was just a lucky shot. Okay. I thought maybe if they brought back perfect accuracy to other ability cards rather than painted black, but no. Okay, let's tie up this last dude. I just it's because I still have slow and steady ability card that I use to hunt Panther. I forgot to change it, but on a such distance, sawed-off shotgun should like miss or deal a little damage, and I critically wounded that revenue agent, which was weird. In the early days, 11 gold a day by doing dailies, and it didn't reset. I had a streak of more than a year. I also had a pretty big streak. That's why I have like that much gold on both of my characters, on PC or on console, because they reset it only at I think in the end of 2020. Not reset, but nerfed daily challenges. So everyone who was playing before 2021 and was playing, you know, actively, probably has a lot of gold. Twisted Trading says, in a stream not long ago, some guy said he messed up buying gold to purchase naturalists. Yeah, I remember that. That's a fail. I felt bad for that guy who bought gold bars to purchase naturalist as a first roll. Drifter Kid says, I will be shockingly annoyed if GTA 6 Online somehow will get a gold bar like currency. I don't think it will happen. I think they tested the second currency mechanic in Red Dead Online, and I don't think that Rockstar are satisfied with results. So I think they will focus more on GTA Plus, actually. Don't you see any cheaters while you're on PC? I'm in a private lobby, so there are no other players except for me, and that's why there are no cheaters here. But in the public lobbies, yeah, there are cheaters. Actually, I played at the beginning of the year. I made an experiment. I tested 25 different lobbies, and I was not attacked by cheaters. I was, you know, playing on different days, different time of the day, and I switched 25 full lobbies. You know, full lobbies. Full nowadays, full lobby is only 12 players, but still. It's not as bad as it used to be like a few years ago. Add the mission for Bounty Hunter to find Gavin. Yeah, it's like impossible. You know, there are legendary bounties, and that's an impossible legendary bounty. Finding a Gavin. Kat, do you think we're going to get some new content in Red Dead Online? I mean, what can I say? Don't hope your expectations too high, but there are multiple, you know, signs that we might get a next-gen version. And I always was saying that the only chance to see any new content in Red Dead Online is actually related to, connected to this next-gen version. So who knows, maybe. Still unlikely, but possible. But I repeat, it's Rockstar, so don't hold your expectations. I'm not sure if it's correct way to say hold your expectations, but you got my point, right?
Hello, sir.
I don't play my main account much anymore, Brian says, but there is level 707 and 2.2 gold and 660. Yeah, but on level 707 you definitely have a lot of money and gold, but again, how many players have such high level? Achilles asks, Kat, do you ever feel bad about releasing alligators in the... No. I don't. That is the way to get alligators and drag them to mountains. Why would I feel bad? Daryl says 289 likes. Oh, really? Nah, viewers. 223 likes. But still, thanks to everyone who placed a like. No likes, no Tahiti. And thanks to everyone who supports my channel via Patreon, YouTube membership, super chat, stuff like that. Okay, so let's buy a new.
There are things you could do to lower the price, huh?
Evergreen Moonshine.
Yes, this will work.
Tested classic.
Now we give it
Wow, almost 300 viewers, White Fang says. Yeah. 294. Louis says, alligators to mountain. How? It sounds fun. I made a video about it. You can check it on the channel. I had nothing to do, and I sedated alligator in La Gras and took it in a public lobby, by the way, all way through the top of Mount Hagen. It took like 2 hours. That was fun. And there I actually revived alligator, woke him up. Peter says, I have problem with metal detector, it's not working. There are some like different solutions for different platforms. I suggest you to like Google like your platform and like a metal detector not working in Red Dead Online, and check the solution. Maybe it will help you. Daryl, thank you for becoming cat supporter. Daryl Henkel. Alligator to Tumbleweed was fun. That was actually on a stream. That was on a live stream. Alligator to Tumbleweed. As well, let's go to Tumbleweed. Maybe I will find some collectibles here, because in this area, I guess I collected everything that I can find without using interactive map. Let's go to Armadillo. Daryl says, keeps ending membership. Yeah, because, you know, I'm not sure if it's how it works. But I guess there are 2 options: automatically, you know, renew it, and manually. Cat, are you going to play Doom Dark Ages? Maybe. It's gonna be in a Game Pass, right? I was thinking to buy Game Pass, mostly for Oblivion. I still haven't played it. But I think, I mean, Doom is obviously should be in a Game Pass. What saddle you use? I'm not sure which one I'm using right now. I think it's Upland. Yeah, it's Upland. Upland? I think, yeah. But usually I'm using Nikodochos, to be honest. Why are there old dead bodies here? Because it's Armadillo. There is Holera. I think there is a sign somewhere that like be careful, Holera. I'm not sure again if I pronounced it correctly, but anyway, it's Armadillo. Is Doom Dark Ages worth it for $80? Well, I'm not sure, but like I will need to spend only $10 extra to buy Game Pass, and for $10 euros, but still, it's definitely worth it. Oh, Plague. Isn't it Holera? Oh. Oops. Sorry. Dark Ages takes 15 hours to complete. You better love Doom to pay $80 for it, but there should be multiplayer there. Right? like some games, people are not buying for a story. Like I never buy Call of Duty for story, for example. Like I don't care about story. In my opinion, since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, sorry, that was the last Call of Duty was like a fine story. Like original Modern Warfare 2nd. And after that, like I was never cared about story too much. Never was, you know, how it's called, impressed by the story of Call of Duty. Anyway, my point, I'm buying Call of Duty always for multiplayer. Like if it has a good story, well, it's a bonus. There is no multiplayer in Doom, Luis says. Because I don't know about this. There is no multiplayer? Well, if it's only 15-hour story, then yeah, $80 sounds like too much for 15. Even though it's classic. But again, they're selling it in a Game Pass. So. Louis says, Mike said there is not yet. Oh. Single player only? Well, yeah, that changes a lot. Then again, definitely not $80, but for $10 it's fine. I mean, paying $10 for a 15-hour long story is like a really good investment. Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen update real? We don't know. We have only one rumor, but it's not even a rumor, it's a leak from a more or less reliable source, and few sources actually. Captain Yellow says, Mafia seems to be a good game. Yeah, but they are selling Mafia for 50. You know, that's the difference. Yes, Mafia is not gonna be an open world, it's gonna be like a linear story, but they're selling it for 50. It's like... I like that approach, even though, you know, it's surprising to see such approach from Take-Two. Was Test2 always correct with his predictions? No, not always. Especially when he's saying something like, take that with a grain of salt. Especially with such predictions, he's not always correct. But next gen of Red Dead Redemption 2 is not actually a rumor from Test2. Test2 is claiming that there will be a GTA 4 port of GTA 4. You know, similar to what we have in what they did with Red Dead Redemption 1. Suisu says, if I had $80, I would rather buy Mafia for 50 than spend it all on Doom for 80 and still have money left over. I'm not sure what kind of mathematics you used to get that conclusion. Like, I would spend 50 on Mafia and 10 on Game Pass and play Doom. That's like 60 will be enough. Okay. I like this specific location for this random encounter because there are a lot of enemies. Yeah. There are even additional enemies. Headshot. Okay, let's Annoying horse is blocking the view. Not again. It's so stupid that your horse sometimes like blocks the view. That's my favorite type of random encounter. Boom, burn. One left. I don't see it. Bam! Jan says, over 300 viewers. Cool. Thanks to everyone who joined. Yeah, really, 202 viewers. Remember, no likes, no Tahiti. I usually only stop for revenue agents, says Elvis. I hate revenue agents. I like revenue agents. Shooting them. Because, you know, it's a best random encounter in the game. First, it's a really good sniper rifle practice. And then you can loot them and find collectible items or something. So this revenue agent's roadblock, I'm always glad to see that type of random encounter. Do you ever play with just friends, or is it not possible without making it public lobby? It is possible in a private lobby on PC. On Xbox, unfortunately, it's impossible. I think on PlayStation, I don't know, guys. I heard it. Like, who plays on PlayStation? Correct me if I heard it correctly, or like if it's true or not. But I heard that if you will set exactly the same MTU number as your friend will, like for example 456, right? And your friend will choose 456 MTU. It's possible that you will be in the same lobby, like in the same like private / invite only lobby. But I'm not sure, like I don't have PlayStation, I don't know if it's really so, but I've seen this. It's correct, Cat. Oh, so really it works like this, right? So it's basically also, it's similar to Startup Meta, because if in Startup Meta on PC you will set the same password in the Startup Meta, you can play together. You can, but if you get too far away from each other, you will switch lobbies. Yeah, but still it's cool. I actually was not sure if it's true, but like it's cool. It's almost like invite only, right? Poker lobby glitch, yeah, forgot about poker lobby glitch because poker is not available in some countries, including Portugal. So like it's necessary to use VPN, will be necessary to use VPN, but yeah, there is a way to create a like invite only lobbies on Xbox, and it's a poker lobby glitch, yeah. But it's, you know, since poker is not available everywhere, it's kind of complicated. Don't deliver wagon moonshine, because if you switch lobbies you will lose the wagon in such MTU lobby, right? So it's still not like, you know, Startup Meta. Jan says streams are usually on Sunday. Yeah, usually on Sundays. It has like, it's like a Startup Meta but with additional limitations. I mean, guys, what are we talking about? Rockstar should have gave us invite-only lobbies and solo lobbies like they did with GTA Online. Because, like, why? Why they are not in Red Dead Online? Especially in a game that many people want simply to chill and relax in. It's just... It's just so stupid. And then people are saying, oh, but Red Dead Online is not profitable. Obviously, it's less profitable than GTA Online because it has no things that players want to see. Robberies, properties, and smaller things like invite-only lobbies. Like second character. Like that. What kind of event is this? Ah, it's a hideout. Nice. Let's go. Do I still have ammo? I still have. By the way, hideouts are also not something that you see in the public lobbies too often. At least I don't see them in the public lobbies too often. Unlike, you know what's the difference between regular NPCs, for example, in hideouts, and revenue agents in the previous event that I was playing? Regular NPCs are dying from one body shot. Look, bam, when you have Corcana and Express. And revenue agents are not dying from one body shot. Like, sometimes if they do, but usually they don't. Okay, they have a second machine gun. So they're so much easier to kill. Regular NPCs, obviously. I was talking about regular NPCs. You just need to aim for the body shot and that's it. There we go. Elephant rifle. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I will kill him with machine gun. Da 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 da. Yeah. We have to have machine guns in the game, like purchasable or something. Oh, now everyone is hiding. Which actually is kind of smart because I have a machine gun. Bam! Achivka says, hello Mr. Picket. How to exit the small menu where you usually select horses and the campsite very quickly and without pressing button many times? This menu? I thought, I'm not sure what do you mean, but it closes like pretty fast. If you were talking about this menu. But yeah, you have to press B a few times.
Didn't think it was gonna come to this.
Bam! Wait. No, no, no. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna spare him because I'm a pirate. I don't do stuff like that. Plus, I want to loot him. Yeah, not sure about that question, but if your question was like if you will go in this left menu and let's say go to properties, camp and stuff, how can you close it with one button? I don't know actually. Like I guess if that was your question. Yeah, because I'm usually just pressing B a few times. Maybe there is a way. I mean, there should be some way. Wait, there is a collectible item somewhere here? Yeah, there is a tarot card. Very nice. What kind of mission is this? It's a random encounter called Bandit Hideout. But if you like playing in a private lobbies, these encounters are happening less often than they should. Which is kind of interesting because I think they still have this daily challenge. Complete 3 gang hideouts. And it's just not easy to do. in the public lobbies to find. Like, even in a private lobby, to find 3 gang hideouts, you will probably need to use Red Dead Online's interactive map to see exact places where they can spawn. Because, like, just randomly find... it's gonna be not easy to randomly find 3 hideouts. But in public lobby, just forget about it. Just forget about it. Twisted Trading says, you are lucky to find one hideout in public lobby. Yeah. I actually, like, haven't seen them for a while on Xbox. For quite some time. Not finding anything. Dunk says, I have hideouts right now in public. Well, lucky you, I guess. Yeah, they happen. It's not like it's impossible to find one, but, you know, just like other random encounters, they're not happening that often. Why I dismounted? Let's take a look at the poll results, because I'm thinking about ending the stream. We discussed the main topic, Red Dead Redemption Next Gen. Let's take a look at the poll results. So the question was, how much money you have in Red Dead Online? 1 million plus, 8%. Well, that's surprisingly high number, but obviously on my streams there are more like high level players than usually in Red Dead Online. 100 to 1 million, 20%. 10,000 to 100,000, 33%. And the most popular answer, obviously less than 10,000, 37%. White Fang says 250 likes. Yeah, thanks to everyone who placed a like, by the way. So with that being said, guys, see ya next week. Next week, it's by the way, it's gonna be the last week. No, next week gonna be the last week of event. So yeah, and see ya next week. I was like making a video, not sure if I will release it. Maybe, but anyway. Thanks to everyone who joined the stream, to everyone who placed a like, to everyone who supports via Patreon, YouTube membership, Super Chat, and see ya next time on the next Sunday, traditional Sunday stream. Bye bye, stay safe and stay healthy.